There are little spots tucked away across Texas that rarely get the recognition they deserve. Texas state parks have a lot to offer, but at their roots and at their core, they exist for one reason: to give people a place to step away from the noise of life and just recharge. Lockhart State Park isn't flashy, and that's honestly what makes it worth the visit. What Lockhart State Park does offer is room to move your feet, some fresh air, and a genuine connection to the outdoors. So come along with me as I indulge in exactly that. What's up, YouTube? It's Matt with the Matt Out Here YouTube channel. And today we're here in the barbecue capital of Texas, Lockhart, and there's a state park. Come along with me, let's check it out and see what we find. All right, y'all, let's go. So where exactly are we? We're about an hour south of Austin, just outside of Lockhart, a town known for its barbecue and often referred to as the barbecue capital of Texas. But pull off the main strip and head down Park Road 10 and a little slice of peace and quiet patiently awaits you. The noise drops, the trees get thicker, and your eyes open up to a place peacefully tucked away outside of the city. Lockhart State Park covers around 263 acres of central Texas landscape, and the park is covered with live oak, cedar, open meadows, and a quiet creek called Plum Creek that cuts through the lower part of the park. What makes this park genuinely interesting, though, is its history. The park was built by the Civilian Conservation Corps in the 1930s, consisting of young men during the Great Depression, who constructed this park by hand, shaping the land into something lasting. The stone pavilions, the infrastructure, and the swimming pool that's still in use today all trace back to the roots of the CCC. Today we're exploring the trails and all of the sights the park has to offer along the way, and I'm going to give you an honest picture of what a day here at Lockhart State Park actually looks like. After spending some time down at the CCC check dam, I made my way up toward the recreation hall and the old water tower. These structures have that same CCC style that you see all over the park, and they're still standing here over 100 years after being built. And what caught my attention more than anything in this stretch wasn't the buildings, it was the sounds. The bird activity out here was abundant. Songbirds were everywhere, filling the whole landscape with music. If you're into birding at all, this spot would be somewhere to just stop, look, and listen. And then overhead, hawks were circling, drifting, and hunting. I spotted one perched up in a tree just off the path, watching me as I explored the area. Up here at the recreational area, there's tons of songbirds and hawks flying overhead, doing a little hunting here in the middle of the day. After wrapping up at the recreation hall and the water tower, I set out on the CCC trail. It's a natural starting point for getting deeper into the park, and it connects you into the broader trail network pretty seamlessly. From there, I picked up the Caddy Trail and briefly touched the Chisholm Trail and worked my way toward the scenic overlook, sitting up on the Comanche Loop Trail. The trail system here isn't too complex. You're moving through classic central Texas terrain the whole way, surrounded by cedars and oaks, and the trails are pretty quiet, and they're tucked back enough off the road that you're able to really connect with nature. Out of the 11 trails that the park does offer, none of them exceed 1 mile, and only 2 of the trails are labeled challenging. Along the Caddy Trail, the landscape opens up into this stretch of Texas madrone trees, lining both sides of the path. Their smooth, pale bark catches the light in a special way, adding to the experience along the trail. The trail itself is following the natural roll of the hills, so you're moving up and down as you go along with very little elevation change, and it's genuinely relaxing. I've been wanting to come out to Lockhart State Park for some time now. It's just down the road from where I live, but I didn't want to exhaust too early in my YouTube venture adventure all the close parks. Finally got an opportunity to come out here today and explore this place. The trails all seem very similar. Everything kind of seems the same. It blends into each other. Really just a nice park to come and get out in nature, relax a little bit. You're not really looking for a site. You're not really, seeing a lot of people out here. You're just kind of taking a nice stroll through the woods and decompressing and letting go of some stress that you may be holding on to. So that's what this video is about. That's what the purpose of this visit to this park is about. I hope you all take some time to get out here, explore this place for yourself, just kind of relax and wind down. While we're out here moving through the park, let me give you the full picture because there's more to Lockhart than just the trails. The park has a swimming pool that's been here since the CCC built it in the 1930s, making it one of the oldest operating pools in the entire Texas State Park system. And the park has a 9-hole golf course. Not a lot of state parks can say that. Running through the lower part of the park, you've got Plum Creek, a quiet little creek that winds through the terrain below. It's a peaceful spot worth exploring. And on the camping side, the park offers both full hookup sites and more primitive options. So whether you want electricity and water at your site or you want to strip it back a little, there's something here for you. It's a great overnight destination if a day trip leaves you wanting more. The park is affordable, it's about an hour south of Austin, and the trails are beginner friendly so that you can bring just about anyone out here. And reservations through the Texas State Park website are always a good idea, especially on weekends. And I encourage you to get a state parks pass so that you can explore this park and many other parks on your adventures. From the Comanche Loop, I picked up the Rattlesnake Run Trail and started making my way back toward the car. Next stop, the Creekview Trail, down below. But real quick, before we move on, let me be straight with you about the Comanche Scenic View, because I think it's worth setting expectations. It's a cool spot, there's some real history attached to it, and I'm glad I made the trek out there. But if you're picturing some wide open panoramic overlook where the whole landscape unfolds in front of you, dial that back a little. The view is covered with brush and very limited. You're not getting that sweeping Texas horizon that you might be hoping for. And that's okay, not every payoff has to be a postcard. Go up there and take it for what it is. Go for the journey, but not the destination, and you'll leave happy. After wrapping up the trails, I hopped in the car and drove over to the Creekview Trail. And on the way there, you pass right through the camping area, which gives you a nice look at what an overnight stay here would actually feel like. The sites are tucked into the trees, they're shaded, and have that quiet, settled feeling that makes you want to come back with a tent and a cooler. It's just a calm, natural Texas creek doing its thing, and after a full morning on the trails, the creek is exactly the right note to end on. The creek is a completely different energy than the rest of the park, and it's peaceful. And overall, that was Lockhart State Park. A full day, good trails, deep history, and a creek to send you home on. Well, folks, that's going to be a wrap on this video. I hope y'all enjoyed this state park as much as I did, and I hope y'all are making an excuse to get out here, explore, connect with nature, and relax a little bit. But until the next one, y'all, I hope you have a good week and a good weekend, and take care.